Hey everyone, my name is Ivana. I'm here for AL.com. If you join me every day at 11, you know this is typically my lunch break live. So we'll call this lunch break live on the road today. We are at Linn Park, where a night of violence happened last night in Birmingham. And first of all, let me just say, so many of y'all that watched our live videos last night have reached out and asked how me and my colleagues are doing. And the support that we've received has just been wonderful. And I appreciate it more than you know. Every single one of you who's reached out to us, me, myself, my colleagues, I know that we are all trying to get back to all of you and respond to all of your individual messages. But if we haven't gotten there yet, please know that we appreciate you standing with us and supporting us. And we are okay, and we are going to be okay. And we're going to continue to bring you the latest of what's happening in our city. One other thing I want to point out before we get started. Yes, Lindsay, I'm doing well. Thank y'all so much for all of your support. It was a scary night for a little while. It could have been much worse for me and my colleagues. Something I do want to say quickly. I know there's been some cut up portions of that video that have been circulating on social media where me and my social media specialist, Madison, and another one of our TV station colleagues were attacked. Again, we're okay. And I said it before that attack happened, so I'm not sure if some of y'all maybe heard or started watching at that point. But one thing I want to say is that we here, I don't know how y'all do it in other cities, but here in Birmingham, media, we stand together. We will support each other and stand together in these situations. And that's why we were all gathered together with our 3340 colleagues, with us, with everybody who was out here. If you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. That's something I said last night. So we support other media here in Birmingham. When I say colleagues, we're all colleagues. We might work for different organizations, but we are all colleagues. So we're doing well. I've talked with everybody this morning. Everybody seems to be doing okay. All things considered, could have been a lot worse. So thank you so much for all of your support. And I just appreciate it more than you know. So now that we've gotten that PSA, my TED Talk out of the way, let's see what everything looks like in the morning. If y'all were here last night, you saw the damage that happened in Linn Park. I'm gonna give you a walk. We're gonna walk, I'm in like the middle of Linn Park now. We're gonna walk through the front of it so you can see the monument and the destruction that happened there. And then you will, if y'all want us to, we will walk kind of towards, if y'all were with me last night, where Wells Fargo, the Hubbert Center, all of that were destroyed and their windows were broken. We can walk down that street as well and show you what that destruction looks like in the daylight. I know some of that was hard to see at night, just by virtue of it being dark. So we can walk down that way, show you what's happening here in our city. So again, thank all of you for your support. And let's just get started. Let's bring you the news today. I do have a colleague here with me. We're trying to stay in pairs today. So this is Sydney. Sydney is with us, and we appreciate it, so we can stay together. So let me just give you a recap of what happened as we start walking, okay? We came out here yesterday. If you watched our videos yesterday, you saw me a lot yesterday. I apologize. About 2:30 started a peaceful protest outside of the Birmingham, well, that ended rather at the front of the Birmingham police station on 1st Avenue North, and covered that. It disseminated, and a lot of those people headed to Kelly Ingram Park, where there was another pretty large and again peaceful protest rally at Kelly Ingram Park at 4. Now there, Mayor Randall Woodfin, U.S. Senator Doug Jones, all spoke, and there's a lot of speakers. We carried the whole thing live here on AL.com. If you're interested, go watch it. It was peaceful. Things took a turn during that protest where Jermaine Funnyman Johnson called for people to show up at Linn Park at 7:30 and take down the Confederate monument. There is a lot of history on this monument that we have written about regarding its legal history. So you can read about that on our website. I wrote a lot of that. Essentially, the city wanted to take it down. State wouldn't let them take it down. And so they erected a plywood wall around the base of the monument. That plywood wall was first taken down, and then people took chisels, screwdrivers, hammers, shovels, everything metal to the monument. So when I turn you around, if you've not seen it, it looks a lot different than what you're used to. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in the daylight And again, thank all of you so much for all of your support, saying we're okay. We're okay. Got all of our limbs, got everything. Our other colleagues are doing okay as well. And we're just trying to bring y'all what's happening here in your community. So let me flip you. This is what the Confederate Monument Linn Park looks like now. Now, if you are new to Birmingham, and I mean new by the last couple of years, you might not have ever actually seen the monument. I know one of my colleagues, she was like, I've never actually seen it, not covered in that black plywood. So this is what it looked like. Now, there were some inscriptions. You can't read the inscriptions anymore, really, because it was taken to with a chisel, a screwdriver, a trowel, a shovel, all kinds of stuff. There were people even climbing up there. You can see there is graffiti and it's just all kinds of stuff. Now, that I was standing over there on that bench at one point, if you were with me last night, and you saw protesters started pulling rocks from where we were standing on that bench to then take it to this monument and destroy it. So that was kind of the first piece of destruction that happened here before all of the other tools came out. At one point, somebody did have a rope that they had tied to a chain on a truck, and that was, they tried to pull it down. That obviously did not work. This is a pretty big monument. It's probably 3 to 4 stories high, and so obviously that truck situation didn't work. Now, if you followed us and you watched what was happening, you know, at some point during this truck situation where there was a rope and they had tied it to that small pickup truck, the mayor showed up. The mayor said, hey, give me 24 hours, I'll finish the job, I'll take it down for you, and you have got to leave the park because police are going to come out here. Jermaine Funny Mane Johnson said, we will give the mayor his 24 hours, and then after that, though, you know, I can't be responsible. If you're up there, I'm not going to tell you to get down, etc. So that was, he didn't necessarily tell people to leave, but he said that he would give the mayor the 24 hours. So that happened, and then police showed up. They asked everybody to leave the park. They showed up kind of in the middle of the park back here. I'm at the monument. And asked everybody to leave within 15 minutes. So everybody did leave. But when they left, kind of flipping y'all, here's the monument. They went straight down 20th. So they went south down 20th and took a turn, and that's when the violence started. That's when the Wells Fargo buildings, windows were knocked out, the Hubbert Plaza buildings were knocked out, and then Alabama Power buildings knocked out, and then right past Alabama Power is where me and my colleagues were attacked. So if you watched that last night, you know, I get a lot of people who are just joining us, giving well wishes. Thank you so much. I am okay. My colleagues both at AL.com and my television station colleagues, and I say that because we are all a big media family here, they are okay as well. I've been checking with them, and we're all right. We're here. We're just wanting to bring you the news of what's happening. Things luckily could have been a lot worse for us last night. I do want to point out that after my colleague was taken to the ground and jumped on, there were several of the protesters who pulled people off, got me and my colleague into a corner, and kind of built a wall around us so that they were protecting us. So there were a lot of people who were coming to our defense and helping us in that moment when they protected us. And so just want to say that we are also thankful to those people as well. So, and if you didn't catch that, I think unfortunately it's all over social media now. But again, I'm okay. We're okay. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it. And we are just out here trying to do our jobs and trying to bring you what is happening from this historic moment in Birmingham. So thank you so much. I'm reading all your comments. I appreciate all your well wishes. And we're just doing our jobs, and we're doing our jobs to the best of our ability. Gonna flip you around. So you've seen the monument. Somebody was saying they thought that the violence started at Linn Park. I mean, it depends, I guess, on what your definition, but there was no person hurt on their person at Linn Park, to my knowledge, until we left Linn Park, and then there was at one point some rocks thrown in the county courthouse right before leaving Linn Park. So that's kind of when those things started. So I said send those videos to the mayor. The mayor does have my video. So let's just make that clear. The mayor has my live video, and his office has my live video, and they know that they can use it. So that has been submitted to authorities. Now, there are a couple statues here, one for the Spanish-American War. You can see these have also been spray painted on. You can see these. I know there's a lot of language on these, so I'm sorry for that. I'm just trying to show y'all what's happening. So this is the Spanish-American War Monument. And that's what's happening here. So.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Long time no see.
I know. Yes, sir. So, again, we're going to walk up 20th, and we'll show you some of kind of the path we took. The path we took last night. So that's south of the park. Nice stopping for us here. And we'll show you the path. Actually, I'm going to flip you. You can see the public works is pressure washing. Let's cross the street. The pressure washing off some of that graffiti that happened last night. They have been out here all morning because there's been a lot they had to pressure wash. There's some benches in Linn Park that were spray painted all along these walls of these buildings. So you can see Public Works is out here, the Sheriff's Office is out here, and we are trying to cross the street safely. Can we go? Okay. Sorry guys, trying to cross the street safely. It will give my mother a heart attack if something else happens to me on live video. Think I'm not a parent, but probably all of you parents feel the same way. My mother was not very happy last night. But this is the route we took last night. Again, this is where things started getting a little bit out of control. We're headed down 20th to 6th Avenue North, and then from 6th North up is where things got kind of crazy. And where the attack on the media happened was towards the Alabama Power Building on 6th near 18th, 18th, 17th, around there. I didn't really look at street signs at the moment, guys. But I'm going to flip you around in a second. We are outside of the Wells Fargo building, and you can see workers are here putting plywood. We're going to stay on this side of the street because they're working over there. Workers are putting plywood up to cover up those windows that were busted. There was a burnt American flag here last night as well. There is still one flag that is still standing. There was also a state of Alabama flag that somebody tried to burn down as well, but it didn't catch flames. I'm not sure where that one is now, but there is another American flag. The one that was on this pole on the left here, that was set on fire last night and burned. So this is where we took last night, and this street right here was not blocked by police, but it was blocked by people, and there were still cars in the street. So you can see the workers. I don't want to get any closer and hinder their job, but you can see the plywood that everybody is putting up over there. And that's because people had busted out those windows and were able to climb in and out of the Wells Fargo windows. You can see all those windows. I know it looks black, but it's just because the lights are off, but all of those are out. So, and that coming up is the Hubbert Plaza. Some of those windows are out as well. Some of the people that are talking about me and my colleagues last night, again, thank you so much for reaching out. We are all right, and I've talked with everybody that was in our group that was attacked, and everybody seems to be doing okay. Let me get past this truck. Sorry guys, I wanted to get past that truck. Thank you, Susie. I'm glad that we're okay. We're okay. Could have been worse than it was. Luckily it was not. And you can see behind me that plywood, and then there's some plywood right here at Hubbert Plaza as well. So those are all plywood where those windows were busted out. Everybody, again, thank you so much for asking if we're okay. We are okay. That's all I can say is that we're okay. There's a lot of people who have asked me why that happened. I don't know why that happened. I can't give you an answer there. There's not much else I can say other than I really appreciate everybody's support, and that we as media, whether you work for AL.com or some other organization, we stand together here in Birmingham. So that's the way we do it, and it's the way it is here. So we're keeping walking down 6. Now the church, which is First United Methodist Church, that was not hurt last night, at least while I was out here. What I really want to show y'all, sorry, there's a truck running by. What I really want to show y'all is the Alabama Power Building, which was completely busted in, and that's also near where my colleagues and I were, really my colleagues more than myself, were attacked, all right in that area. So I just want to show you where that is. And then there has also been a lot, after I left last night, after my video ended and got out here about 30 minutes later, there was a lot of destruction that happened on 3rd North. Yeah, let's do that after we go to Alabama Power. I'll take y'all over to 3rd Avenue, which is where the Alabama Theater, the Lyric Theater, Shoe Shop, Wheelhouse Salon, all those places were vandalized over on 3rd. So I'll take y'all there after we look at Alabama Power. And if I'm breathing heavy, guys, because I'm in a mask and a backpack walking, so. All right. You can already see that these workers have it kind of blocked right here in front of Alabama Power. And I'm not sure if they've already put up plywood, but you might be able to see where those windows got broken in last night. Some of that happened towards the end of the second video from Linn Park, if you were keeping up. I know there were several videos last night, but the end of the second video is where a lot of this destruction, especially at Alabama Power, happened. Somebody asked, what about Children's Hospital? I have not heard of anything happening at Children's Hospital. I do not believe anything bled over into the south side of town. About Children's Hospital seems to be okay. So you can see here, I don't want to get in their way, but you can see all of these plywood boards being put up here at the Alabama Power Building on the corner of 18th and 6th North. I don't want to get in their way, but you can see they have the sidewalk blocked off here. They're boarding up these windows, and there was no glass left in some of them. So, all right, we're going to take you down to 3rd now, where we will see some of that destruction. There were some arrests last night. If you watched the mayor's press conference a little bit ago, he talked about the curfew that's being put in from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the city of Birmingham. That starts tonight. He did say that Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, commonly called ALEA, they will be here tonight as well in downtown Birmingham. So if you are in Birmingham, you're supposed to be home by 7. So they do say they will be stopping people. They will be enforcing that. There were 20-something arrests last night. I'm sorry, I don't have the number off the top of my head, but 20-something arrests last night, according to the mayor. And some of you have asked about the people that attacked media. I do not believe they were part of that group, but the mayor's office does have our video and everything like that. So right now we are walking towards 3rd Avenue North, where a lot of businesses, after I ended my video and we got out of here, where a lot of businesses started having their windows broken into, started being looted, and things like that. Some of those businesses are Alabama Theater, Lyric Theater, Wheelhouse Salons, downtown location, the shoe shop, I do know Miami Fusion Cafe, a little bit more east. They were also broken into as well. And that is, so those are all some very good businesses. If you are not familiar, I'm a proud patron of Wheelhouse, and God knows my hairdresser from Wheelhouse is seeing me and knows I need her. Proud patron of all those places. Shoe shop, the theaters, and so we're gonna check out the damage there. There were a report, if you can look back at the mayor's press conference, there were a report of 20-something fires and things like that. Let me see. Looks like Urban Cookhouse might have gotten some damage as well downtown, and that's where the Urban Cookhouse and the Zoe's is. Yes, Tim Raya, excuse me if I get your name wrong. Yeah, we'll show you regions. We went past a little bit ago the Wells Fargo and the Hubbert Plaza. If you didn't catch it, pull your cursor back a little and you might see it. But right now we're Urban Cookhouse and Zoe's, which is on 5th North and 18th North. Somebody said Charm on First. I don't know if it went up to First. Charm on First is a great little shop though. I'm with you. Oh, here is some broken windows here. The Robertson Banking Company, which is in the historic Federal Reserve building. I don't know if y'all can tell because it's kind of hard to see, but this outer layer of glass is out. Yep, here are the windows busted out at Urban. And here is some plywood being put up at Urban Cookout. Jeannie, yes, Alabama Theater was affected. They did have some windows busted out. Zoe's, excuse me. You can see they're cutting boards for these windows. Zoe's was damaged. We're going to see what their damage looks like. And then we're going to make our way up to 3rd and show you the Alabama Theater, the Lyric Theater. I know those are places that everybody's wanting to know about. Wheelhouse Salon, Shoe Shop. We're going to take you there in a minute. Zoe's door is boarded up. There's a lot of people out here across the north side with plywood that they're putting in front of doors, things like that. Here is Zoe's. You can see that broken window on the right side of your screen. And then you can see that boarded up portion. Looks like there's something else over here we're going to check out near the PNC.
Hey, young lady.
How are you?
Good. They only got 2 doors and a window at the courthouse.
Good.
And they got those 2 doors and a window at the van. So.
Will you be safe over there, man? Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. I just saw a gentleman I know from the federal courthouse because I covered courts here in Birmingham for a long time, and very nice gentleman. He handles all of the maintenance and all of the building work and inspections, all of that at the federal courthouse. You probably heard me talking to him. He walked by me and he said they only got 2 windows there and 1 door. 2 windows, 1 door at the federal courthouse, which is on 5th North. That was what the building maintenance leader just told me as we walked by. And if you heard, some nice lady from her car was screaming that she saw me last night and was glad that we were okay. So how are the guys doing today, Sarah? The guys are both doing okay. I've talked with both of them. They're both doing okay. I don't want to say anything medically about them. That's not my place. But they're both doing well. They're both home and they're both safe and hopefully not leaving their house again today. So they're both all right. Let me flip you around and show you what's happening here in front of the One Federal Place by PNC, between PNC and Zoe's. You can see the ATM was smashed. I think that's a worker, guys. Don't get mad at him. PNC ATM smashed. The revolving door smashed. You can see all the glass there. I'm not going to go past this tape because I don't need glass in my foot. You can see that whole door boarded up. And again, if y'all heard my buddy from the federal courthouse, he was just saying that windows and one door were broken over at the federal courthouse. But he seemed to think that they had it under control over there as well. So let's keep going. Let's go to 3rd. Some people were asking about McWane Center. Somebody said, hopefully you guys wallet back. That is unfortunately not the case. Some of our colleagues were mugged during that whole attack situation. So no, but things could be a lot worse than a wallet and a phone. So we're going to turn here on 19th. We're at 5th North, so we'll head to 4th North, and then we'll get to 3rd, if I don't lose my mask. And then we'll show you what's going on over there. Getting a lot of questions about McWane Center. Everything kind of moved in that direction after I had already, after that attack last night. We got out of here. Me and my group got out of here within like 30 minutes after that. So I was not here when things moved towards the McWane Center. So I'm not sure the damage there. Do you know the damage there, Sydney?
A couple of doors.
Looks like a couple doors of the McWane Center were broken.
Major, but the California Fashion Mall, the building that that's in, burned.
Oh, okay. So
pretty badly.
My colleague was telling me that some doors at McWane seem to be busted in, and the building that's across the street was the California Fashion Mall. If you are from Birmingham, you know that place has been here forever. I'm from Birmingham, and I've seen that since I was a kid, and that was burned pretty badly. So, oops. So again, we're gonna check it out. We're just doing a little, getting my steps in today. We're doing a downtown Birmingham tour of all of this. So if you're asking where I'm coming from, I'm coming south on 19th North and 4th North. So we just showed you the damage at Urban Cookhouse, Zoe's, the federal courthouse. We passed Wells Fargo and the Hubbert Plaza, one federal place where the PNC is. We just saw that. Getting more questions about Children's Hospital. Children's Hospital seems to be fine. No damage over there. It didn't seem like anything spilled over into the south side of the city. We're coming up on the McWane Center. A bunch of people asked about that. Heard there's a couple doors that were busted, but we're gonna check it out. Ooh, you can see California Fashion Mall from here, and it is pretty burnt, pretty destroyed. So, gonna flip you on a second. Keep the questions coming. Yes, I did say no about Children's. You're right. Everybody who's saying that. There's another question somebody asked, but now I don't see it. That was a good one. But keep asking me about the businesses. I'll tell you what I can. Again, the McWane, like everything kind of moved south after I got out of here. People asked about the curfew, the law enforcement tonight. The curfew, this is the deal. Starts at 7 p.m. Can't be in Birmingham out past 7 p.m. If you do work, if you're an essential worker, you're supposed to have some sort of paperwork from your supervisor or your boss showing that. And in case you get stopped. The mayor, Woodfin, said that you will be stopped, police will be out, and they will enforce this curfew. Now, on top of that law enforcement presence from Birmingham, there will also be a presence from the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, also known as the LEA. That's the state troopers, state cops. They will also be here as well. All right, so we're coming up on 3rd here, McWane Center. I'll flip you around and show you, and then California Fashion Mall. So somebody said, what about Trattoria? I do not. I think Trattoria is okay. I think the things that were coming down 20th were all right. Things seem to be going more on these parallel side streets. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate all of you supporting media right now during this time. Can Uber drivers still be out, Heather? It's a good question. I'm not sure. He said essential workers. So if you were considered essential in the beginning of this pandemic, I would assume you would still be essential. But that's a good question. When I get back to my newsroom after we finish this video, I will ask somebody that might know more than me, and we will get that answer, because that's a good question. But otherwise, if you've got a job that you've got to do, you need some sort of note from your supervisor. Whew. Right.
Shade.
Yeah, let's get some shade. You need some sort of note from your supervisor.
Good to see you're doing.
Thank you. Yes, sir. I'm okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're all right. Yes, sir. So let me flip you to California Fashion Mall. We're at McWane. Don't see anything right here. I do have heard that a couple doors are open, or busted, excuse me. I think it's down on the side. But it's a guy who got attacked last night, okay? Yes, Michael, the men who were attacked last night seem to be doing okay. They're both home and safe, and they're doing all right. We are all okay, and we appreciate all of your support. We stand together here as media in Birmingham, and so we've got each other's backs, and we appreciate that y'all have our back. You can still smell flames and fire over here. So this is the California Fashion Mall. So here, somebody talking about how the mayor does not have the authority to have the monument removed. Yes, that's true. There is a big legal argument over that, but the mayor said at his press conference this morning that he would be willing to take the civil suit and take the fines and all of that for the monument to come down if it would. He said he'd rather have that and he'd rather pay that money than deal with the civil unrest. So you're right, but the mayor said he's willing to take those fines, that lawsuit, and get arrested. Somebody said, how did we get away? If you just got here once we were attacked, I threw my phone and that's how the video stopped. There were some really good people in that group of protesters who were able to pull off the people who were jumping on my friend and my colleague, and then those same people, those same good Samaritans who got those people off, got us kind of in a corner and made like kind of stood around us with their arms out like this and protected us, and we so much appreciate that, and we appreciate the support from those people who stepped up to help us. And then from there, we just tried to get everything under control, tried to make sure everybody is safe and is all right as we could be, and then we had a group of people kind of escort and help get us out of the downtown area we were in and to a place where we could get to safety, to our cars, and all of that kind of stuff. So again, thank you for all your support. Is UAB okay? Yes, Haley and everybody else has asked. UAB seems to be fine. Nothing that really was past like First Avenue North, nothing into the south side seems to be damaged at this point. And again, the mayor condemned the looters, the vandals. He even said there were some anarchists. He condemned all of those people tonight. So let me show you again California Fashion Mall. Sorry, we got off on a tangent there. Let me go over there. Let me put my mask on because there's several people. We're gonna cross here. And California Fashion Mall. Now this is at 3rd North and 19th, and 3rd is where a lot of this damage happened behind us. We'll walk that way in a second. But this is the California Fashion Mall. Again, it's been a staple of Birmingham for a long, long time. And you can still smell it too. Fun. So you can see it. It's the Museum of Art. I've not heard of any damage at the Museum of Art. Oh my gosh. You can see in here all the racks of clothing and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was trying to flip out my selfie stick a little bit more, but you can see all that damage in there. Alabama Theater, that's where I'm taking y'all next, so hang on for the theaters. Oh guys, the smell is real. You can see, you can see California Fashion Mall 1901. This is a revived street project. I'm going to back up because I'm getting glass in my shoes, but you can see just completely burned. Ruthie, Alabama Theater, I'm taking you there. Y'all give me just a second, I'm getting you there. I just wanted to show you California Fashion Mall first. I know everybody wants to see the theaters. Somebody said, how about Pizzitz? I've not heard about damage at Pizzitz. Have you heard about damage at Pizzitz? Have you heard of any damage at Pizzitz? Okay. Not heard of any damage at Pizzitz, guys. We will check it out. This is at the California Fashion Mall, which is on the corner of 3rd Avenue North and 19th Street. It was burned down last night. And you can see. Now, everybody wants to know at the theaters. We're getting there. Getting there, guys. Okay, we're going to walk down 3rd North. We're going to walk west. you can see some of these people cleaning up. If you watched the mayor's press conference, you heard him say he had seen so many Good Samaritans come out and help business owners by cleaning. And that is exactly what appears to be happening here. People cleaning, helping this business when they need it the most. Trying to walk backwards, guys. Okay, we're gonna take you to Alabama Theater now. There is some cones and some tape outside of that. We're gonna get you as close as we can, and then I'll also, so if I'm walking west, I'm on the left side of the street on the Alabama Theater side, but I wanna show y'all the damage across the street too, at Wheelhouse and at Shoe Shop and at the Lyric. So I'll flip you around. If you want to see more, I can go over there, but y'all let me know. So this is the McWayne Center I'm walking by right now. It seems to be okay. Haven't seen anything broken on this 3rd Avenue side yet. All right, here is Shoe Shop and Wheelhouse. Renee, thank you so much. Yes, I'm glad I'm okay too. I appreciate you asking. Okay, so that is Shoe Shop on the right. It's Wheelhouse on the left, which is behind this Jeep. So we'll move a little bit. They've already got their windows boarded up and everything. I did hear that the computers at Wheelhouse were stolen. So Wheelhouse and Shoe Shop, those places were broken into last night. All right, Alabama Theater, that's where we're going. I know y'all want to see it. We asked about the Greyhound building. Do you mean the old Greyhound building over by Park Place? Or do you mean the new one? If you mean the new transit center on First North, it seems to be okay. We haven't heard any reports of damage at the new one. If you're talking about the old one, I've also not heard of reports there, but that area had been under construction. A lot was happening there. So not sure if we could tell what was new and what was old. Oh gosh, here's the Alabama Theater. This is as close as I can get y'all because there are cones and tape. This is a historic theater. The doors are out. Just giving y'all a moment to take that in. This is the historic Alabama Theater. Again, windows broken out. Here's kind of a pan look at all of these windows that were broken. No plywood up yet. Looks like they are maybe trying, because they have all of this barricaded off on the sidewalk so nobody can get too close. So maybe that they are trying to get their plywood people out here. It seems like there's everybody out here, plywood is trying their best to do. So I'm just showing y'all the, what hasn't been boarded up yet. So here's that. Gonna keep walking. Alabama Theater was built in 1927, according to a plaque I'm looking at. Did not know that off the top of my head. And any damage to the theater sign? No, there was no damage to the theater sign. Theater sign looks to be intact, Daniel, along with the sign right here that I'm showing you from the Birmingham Jefferson Historical Society. Seems to be okay. But built in 1927, it's got the Mighty Wurlitzer here. And a lot of really cool things happen here. I've seen a lot of things here that are very important to me. So, bust it out. Victor, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. All right, guys, here's another part of the window that was broken out. I'm okay. How are you? Good. You can see some more damage here. This for the Birmingham Landmarks building. Now, if you've ever, I only know this because I toured this when I got married. This is the kind of the building to the side of the Alabama Theater where people can get, you can use it for banquets, you can use it to get married in, there's a reception area, all kinds of stuff like that. So look up at the awning, please. What would you like to know about the awning? The sign seems to be okay. Not sure what you need to know about the awning, let me know. Looks like it's the windows and the doors primarily. And so we're gonna walk to the Lyric, see what's happening over there. This is Superior Furniture seems to got windows broken as well across the street. Harlan, are all the other reporters okay? Yes, we're okay. There was a group of us. We were together when it happened, luckily, and we are all okay. The guys who got actually hit are at home recovering and are safe. So thank you for asking. We're all doing okay, and we are we're doing okay. Just answering all of y'all. We appreciate your support more than you know. We are very loved, and we are very supported, and we're lucky to have supporters like you. Remember, at this time, it's important to support your local media, whether it's us or anybody else. So, getting a lot of waves and everything like that today, which is so sweet. So we're at the Lyric now. Was there any other damage inside the Alabama or the Lyric? I was not able to go into the Alabama, but I do not believe so. I believe it was just windows and glass. I was told there was some at the Lyric, but I don't see any. I'm here right now, and nothing seems to be busted. And this is between 3rd North and 4th North on 18th. Nothing seems to be busted here. See anything? Okay. So let's walk around the front so you can see Wheelhouse and Shoe Shop. Show you. Yeah, these are the doors of the Lyric. Seem to be okay. Is UAB okay? Yes, UAB is okay. Everything in the south side is okay. Was the Florentine damaged? Not that I've heard of. Doesn't seem like anything on 20th was hurt. Somebody asked about Trattoria too, but I've not heard of anything like that. Oh, I think somebody was asking about the awning. I actually hadn't seen the new awning at Alabama Theater until right now. But it looks to be okay. I don't know. I can't zoom here. So let me just walk closer. But that's cool. I had not seen that since they did it. Sorry, guys. I didn't know what you're talking about. So it's digital on the sides is what my colleague is telling me. And then on the front says a Birmingham landmark since 1927, home of the mighty Robertson. Okay, there was one window broken on the Lyric. I was talking when we passed it. There was one window broken on the Lyric. So, oh, you're good. So that new awning was not damaged, whoever asked that. Here is the Superior furniture. Doesn't look like they were looted, but it does look like they had some window damage. So, you can see right in there. You can see all this plywood that was put up right here. And we're coming up to Wheelhouse Salon and then Shoe Shop. Somebody was talking about protest signs. There was a lot of protest signs at Linn Park and at the ones earlier in the day. When things started getting crazy and the windows being busted and all the violence started, I didn't see any signs then. The signs were more at the park. All right, here's a whole stack of plywood. Another kind of door broken in. I'm not sure if this is occupied at the moment. Does not look to be. Okay, here's Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse Salon on 3rd. As I was saying earlier, I'm a proud patron of Wheelhouse. They've got all kinds of... McLean Center seems to be okay. We've heard reports of some windows. I haven't seen them yet, but they seem to be okay. Here is windows at Wheelhouse. Shoe Shop. Shoe Shop also boarded up because they had windows broken. I don't think Revelator did though. And Revelator's right next door, so that's interesting. But they were okay. Revelator was okay. And the Whitmire building here seems to be okay as well. All right, y'all let me know if there's anything else you want to see or if you're... Yeah, we'll check Pizitz out. Some of y'all were asking about Pizitz, but I don't think there's any damage, but I'll go check it out. If there's anything else y'all want to see from me right now, let me know. Otherwise, I'll, check back in with y'all later today. Take this off. While we're away from people for a minute. Whew, it's hot out here, guys. And then I got a lot of hair, so it gets all over me. Again, we're passing California Fashion Mall where there's a lot of cleanup happening here. So if there's anything else you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just bring you back later. But here is the California Fashion Mall. You can probably hear all that. That's glass. People cleaning that glass, sweeping it out of the window, cleaning it up. There's a lot of people here who I think are just volunteers. Somebody said the lights underneath the Alabama Theater sign have yet to be installed. It's all new. And you have a week and a half ago. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure if any of that was damaged. It all was wires, and I don't know a whole lot. I'm not an electrician, so I don't know. But it seems like it was more of just windows being broken over there. So y'all can see all that. It's the entire front portion of California Fashion Mall is just gone. And the inside's totally burned. So let's check out the pizzets. And let's see here. Checking out Pizzets, which is on 2nd North and 19th, or at least part of it's on 2nd and 19th. That's where we're headed to now. And here's the McWane Center. We heard some reports there could be damage here. I haven't seen any yet. That doesn't mean there isn't any. It just means I haven't seen it. Could be on the other side. McWane's a pretty big building. McWane Science Center. So we're walking up towards Pizzets to check on Pizzets, but I think Pizzets is okay. Doesn't seem like any of these windows across here by the food hall or Warby Parker or anything like that seem to be busted. Seems like it did not make its way, the group of people did not make their way up here. Yeah, not seeing anything broken right here. See some construction on the street that is, I think, just planned construction. It doesn't have anything to do with the protests and the violence that happened here. So looks like we're good on Pizzets. Let me get in some shade here. Didn't see like y'all, it seemed like there was anything else y'all really wanted to see while I was down here. So just want to say thank you again so much for reaching out and for supporting us, supporting your local journalism and my colleagues. We are all right, and we will be all right. We're going to continue to bring you the latest breaking news from Birmingham and around the state, and we're going to do our best and just thank you. That's all I can really say is thank you so much. We're okay, and all of our colleagues both at AL.com and from our TV stations here in Birmingham are all right. So we appreciate all your support so much, and we will probably see you later on today. So thank you.